Gabby, wonderful to see you. Bit of Champions League action last night. Which game did you watch?
So what's the first half of the City game? And I kept getting messages in the group chat like, "Oh, what a pass, what a goal!" In the Liverpool game. I'm like, I chose the wrong game here. I should have knew that Madrid would have made it a hard game for City. But second half, I switched over, and it was a slow start. The second half, so I switched back over to the City game. But I don't know why people are giving Simeone a hard time, because what's he meant to do? Go man for man like Leeds United would and lose 7-0 in the first leg and then be out of the tie? They're such a good team. When we used to play Man City away, Arsenal away, we do the same. 5-5-0 formation, because you're that scared of the quality that they've got. You want to stay in the game, try and nick a set piece, a counter-attack goal, and try and get that trademark 1-0 result when you don't deserve it.
No one has given them more criticism, you'd imagine, than Adrian Durham last night. Have a listen to this. Go on, Ed.
I'm going to call it as I see it, Mickey. I mean, this Atletico Madrid side, an absolute disgrace. I'll call them horrible, cheaty, anti-football, no desire to entertain. Simeone's a ref pest. Players are sneaky, out-housing, Sunday League wrong-uns. We've all played against them in our time. Atletico Madrid have no desire to play football whatsoever. If I was João Felix, I'd ask for a transfer so I can continue being a professional footballer. They're an absolute disgrace. Why anybody would want Simeone as manager, I do not know.
Okay, so my argument against that is that he wins and he knows how to win. That's why he's the highest paid manager in world football at the moment, at least one of them. Listen, I know it's not attractive, but I do think if you're coming up against a side like Manchester City, who probably have more money in their squad than you're going to get close to, you find a way to do it. You find a way to not get beat, Gabby, right?
Why would he put out a side to go attacking against that City side? They're so good. Look how many defenders they had, and Foden still finds a way of turning, De Bruyne making a run and scoring. If they play the attacking football Adrian wants them to play, it'd be 5-0, tie over. So I don't mind it, but I didn't like the little sneaky kicks and the dirty play. That was a bit uncalled for me.
Yeah, if you're neutral, you ain't going to enjoy it, are you?
It's not interesting.
It's not nice to watch if you're neutral. I suppose Atletico Madrid fans would be saying, well, we got a chance in the second leg now. And Simeone, look, he'd be disappointed he conceded a goal, but he won't be too disappointed by going back home only 1-0 down. And they're probably fancying their chances at home, but that might play into Man City's hands, though, because if they do come out a little bit more and try and be a bit more offensive-minded, then Man City can hit you on a break very, very quickly. Before you know it, you're 2-0 down.
I do understand the point that Adrian made about Felix and Griezmann. If you're an attacking player, Ray, you're like, oh, come on. You're watching other teams play. You're doing a job, but you're looking at other teams and you're looking at look at the joy they have, 1-2s, runners. Yeah. Whenever Felix and Griezmann got the ball, there's no one else to pass to. I felt sorry for them last night.
But I can see what Adrian's saying about all the niggly fouls, and that's what they do. Look at Simeone in his career, what he did.
Exactly.
He done exactly the same
with Beckham, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, he called them cheaty. This is Adrian Drumm. He said they're cheaty, and he called Simeone a ref pest, which I really enjoyed.
That was the best part of their performance, was watching Simeone. When I think it was last minute, was it Laporte and Cunha, the striker? They went head to head, and Simeone ran down the line. He was like that.
To get involved.
That was the best part of the Madrid performance.
There was another part as well with Jack Grealish as well, where the handbags came out in that one as well. I just wonder whether Jack Grealish is the right player to play in these kind of situations, these kind of games where you're playing against a team like that. There's going to be a bit of argy-bargy. They're going to try and not cheat, but like you can call it dark arts or whatever you want to call it.
He's the perfect player, Laura, because I've trained with him, played with him. When I've used to kick him all the time in training, because by the time you think you're going to kick the ball, he takes that quick touch. He's very clever, and you know what he's like. He will go down as well with contact. And look how much the right back was getting wound up yesterday, and Savage, the centre half. I think that both of them slapped his head at the same time, didn't they? Well, he knows what he's doing as well, though. He loves it, and he plays better when he's got beef with a right back or a centre back. That makes him play better as a player. What
do you think Pep's going to do in the second leg of this?
They've got that many games. I don't think he knows yet. But I don't know. I think he might play Jack from the start, because the right back was fuming, wasn't he? He looked like he wanted to destroy him. So I think he'll play Jack and play Foden and just say, get at them. And Jack, if you can wind him up, but don't react. He had to step in yesterday, didn't he, Pep, to stop him reacting. But Yeah, I'd start Jack in the second leg.
I'm sure he's not even thinking about the second leg at this present time with Liverpool in front of him.
Well, you're right. Liverpool this weekend, this Sunday. I mean, it's massive, isn't it? It doesn't get much bigger than that.
I think it could go down to whoever wins the league. It could be that.
But we've gone through that last night, and now we're going to go through a game where both teams don't sit back. End to end, won't it? We're one of the best games I've ever watched, I reckon.
Tactically, I like to see what happens. Both managers, maybe one of them might have something up their sleeves. I mean, I look at Liverpool's front. Who's the front three going to be? Because they've got so many options. Jota. Diaz has got to play.
I look at City though, and I look at Kyle Walker coming back will be massive. He'll cover that half of the pitch. He'll be like, anyone tries to run me, Mane, Jota, Diaz, any of yous come over, I'm going to eat you up.
Do you think Ruben Diaz will make it back, or is it still a little bit too soon for him?
I'm not sure, maybe a bit soon, but that's where they'll target. I think Liverpool, they'll be like, you know what, they just stay away from Walker. Because no one gets any chains out of him. Not Mbappe couldn't, Neymar couldn't. I feel like Kyle Walker's just that player that, even in Euros for England, how many times did he sweep up and sprint back? So to get him back in the team, I'll put City favourites.
So, for example, we were talking earlier on about what the score is going to be. Can you predict it, Gabs?
I think it's hard to predict, but I think there'll be goals, Ray. Do you? I think, like...
They always give us an entertaining game, don't we?
Honestly, I can't call it. I'd love to see what the odds are.
How many times we built games up, though, when they've been so poor? Because there's so much to lose. That's the problem you're going to have. Liverpool got so much to lose, so have Manchester City.
But you almost...
So it's how do you really go from on the front foot for the first
City
15 minutes?
I think City haven't got in the mentality to sit back.
That might play into Liverpool's hands.
Yeah, you're right.
With the pace they've got.
Yeah.
The thing is that you almost don't feel like either of those teams is going to be nervy going into it. You feel like they're going to go in all guns blazing. Well, that's what you hope, right?
I hope so, yeah. And I think, like you says, who's going to play for Liverpool? They've got like how many options now? Is he going to play Salah, Firmino, Jota, Diaz, Mane? There's that many options. And I thought Konate as well looked good last night at the back. So it might be hard.
Apart from that one little...
Yeah, that little mistake. But he looked quite good for them, for the first half especially. So I can't call it. Can't call it.
Bill, the Spurs fan in Poole, says not heard the phrase argy bargy for years. Can you ask Gabby to say it in his wonderful accent?
Argy bargy.
Onion bargy.
Argy bargy. Right, City fans, are you happy with the one goal lead? Just the one goal heading into the second leg. The lines are open. It's 03717 22 3344. Do you agree with Adrian Durham? Is Diego Simeone a ref pest? Are they a bit cheaty? Is it Sunday League wrong-uns, anti-football? There's so many great phrases in that whole rant, weren't there? 03717 22 3344. Or if you're not a City fan, did you enjoy that style of football? We are talking more about Champions League action. A reminder as well, tonight on talkSPORT at 8 o'clock, you can listen to Chelsea versus Real Madrid in the quarterfinal first leg.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday morning 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.